Is that it right there? Effects. No. The hell is that? Some sort of white sticky substance. So that's just nuts, dude. That's the thing to turn it. So I can go landscape, you know. What the fuck is this? Retouch on. Hold on. Yeah, that. I can't really I gotta put my glasses on to see what it actually says. That didn't do it. I don't know. There's nothing to do with it. All right, we're at wonderful Charlotte's Webb pub in Wauchula. Friggin' hot day, man. Just a bluebird day. Look at that sky behind me. That's blue. It's really not blue, you see. No, I don't. I couldn't tell you any of that nonsense. But big day. The food truck's actually closed, but it's a lot of bikes. Because basically, this is being a biker bar, and it's about halfway between Sebring and Bradenton. But the weather, if it's going to be showers, people ain't going to be riding their bikes, especially all the weekend warriors, which is the majority of them. So there's a few more people. So we're doing the load in. Here's my buddy. Seen me more than anybody. This used to be his paddock right here, or whatever they call it. What was it, stall? I don't know. Stall would be in the thing. I don't know. Hey, buddy. But now he's actually got more, and it's kind of more of a natural atmosphere. What do you say, brother? You okay? Hey, bud. I got nothing. No food. Got a nice. All right, just saying hi. Stay cool. That's my line for Florida. Like, truckers who come in, I offload, or the kids guys go out in the morning. Stay cool. Stay cool. Stay cool. It's good advice. So we got the electric today. We get the acoustic. The first set will probably be all acoustic. Maybe we'll open the second set with the electric. And the ukulele is always a wild card in general. It's like they're cleaning something out. Oh, probably the food truck. Maybe they gave up on that. It's a shame, man. You got to think. I mean, this area is I would think, should be populating because, like myself, and there's a lot of people just Florida jobs are, a lot of them are just shitty jobs. So the people who live on the coast are not working people. And there's more people coming down, so you would think there'd just be more. And there are, but I guess it's just not happening quite fast enough to because places keep closing down on these connector roads, these east-west. Like there's a down in Arcadia where I'm at. There's a brand new Holiday Inn Express, Culver's, Wawa, and there was a Popeyes right in front of the Walmart, and that just closed down like a month. I ate there a few times, and about 3-4 months ago closed, and just this week they took the sign off. Brand new Popeyes, and that was literally the closest thing to me, other than I guess the Murphy gas station in the Walmarts technically. Well, there's a Ford dealership too. Then there's nothing, just Pat Fields and my RV park, which is all I can see the Walmart almost technically, but like if it were a straight shot. So they make these things so I don't know, they're $1.96, but you know, these things keep coming off so easy. So easy that you can go into the store and maybe replace the ones you're missing, but what's even the point because it happens so quickly. So I'm just wondering for $1.96, why don't they make that go all the way through? So if that breaks, you still have to get another one if you want. I don't. They all got one. But funnily enough, my orange is still together. This is different, actually. Why do I have one like this? But it is a different style and apparently more. Wonder if it's the Home Depot brand with the orange. See, it's a square one as opposed to this is Walmart. These keep flying off. This is not, and it's. Guess we knew that before we went through that exercise. That was like the first time I actually examined what I had. Because originally I thought, oh, I'm gonna buy a couple clamps to hold the fucking paper when it's windy. How bad could they be? How flimsily could you make them? How long? You know, then kind of you knew the answer that Walmart would do it so that it still sucked. Just saying. Is it not true? All right. You got a good little opening sequence. F that in the package. I don't think we're using that. Why do I not have an A? E is A. I bet. Yes. All right. Should be pretty quick from here. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll. Took last week off. It looked rainy early, like legitimate rain, and then it ended up being like from 5 o'clock on, and one of the nicer afternoons. It never really did rain, and then it cleared out, which is kind of a rarity for it to be like that. You know, for to clear out at 5 o'clock. if it had been rainy all day, rainy looking. So, but anyway, I opted to not come. I was a little kind of stressing about the things, anyways. But I'm ready, excited. I need to play more. I need to just be playing. This doesn't exactly fit. It's weird. Been doing using it for over a year. See, but right now it's not even going down. But it's not even like it's stripped it out. It's not sure. Some things you just don't ask questions. You know what I mean? You're like, all right, it goes together when I need it, stays together. But it is one of those things. I bought them both at Sam Ash, I think. Maybe not. I think that I might have bought this at Guitar Center. Probably both of them. Why isn't it all universal? You know, or in kind of for what they're selling. You know, because it's a metal. They're metal threads on everything. There's no any of those other materials. If you know what I mean. It's so nice. Only thing that would be nicer, having something nice blowing in the wind, standing free. Feeling it, feeling ever so nicely against. Needs to be up. There's a little tab on the bottom of the thing that is below the floor there. It's difficult. We're down. We're down. Yep. Get the matching set on. It's nice. Yeah, you can't hear the guitar, can you? I'm plucking it, and there's something happened to the microphone, and it doesn't happen. It's not the phone. So if you know what might be doing that, or why they did it, or if somebody hacked me, because it's only in the YouTube app. So I'm going to, when I start playing, I'm going to record the set. Then I will be putting them up. The first one tonight, probably be up tomorrow at some point on my channel, The Freaking Howley. It's with the PH, freaking, with the N with the little apostrophe instead of the G. Then Howley. That's my other YouTube where I put all the music. I'm at 37 subscribers, and I can't stream from there because you need 50. So if you could subscribe, if you'd like, if you feel it's worthy. Of course, I'm not just scoring for it. If you feel it's worthy. But 13 of you. We got some strangers here. A few more people. It could be an audience. Gonna open up with a tune I haven't played in a long time because it wasn't ready. I think I got it. But anyway, I feel it's at the point where it's in the repertoire, and I'm just it might be painful at points. I feel good about it, but we're gonna find out. And I think I get a couple strong tunes for me. Uh, then should be it. Yeah, we got some ideas, but nothing. We're kind of ready with what we want to do, so to speak, but also kind of open. It'd be a rough crowd, though. I'm ready. Yeah. Just they got to be funny for each other type. So just means a little more potential banter. I guess not. Maybe not. I think they're leaving. Oh well. I was ready. I was ready. I was ready for the challenge. Swear to God, I was ready. All right, that's a lot of tunes right there. What we got there? Okay. All right. Uh, 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 uh. And I don't know what how things have got. Just say no. All right, we'll cut it off. Yeah. This is interesting. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. Over there. Good. Yeah, kind of left, it seems. We'll be all right. It's not the point. It's nice, but oh, there's a lot of flies around here, man. Like a lot. You leave your beer and there's like over 5, less than 15 on your beer. Probably in that 4 to 8 range most of the time. It's not pleasurable. All right. Yes. To my assistants. You're gonna call them Myrtle and Violet. Subject to change. I don't know. Minna and Violet. 2 of my old aunts. Probably the 2 weirdest ones in a good way. Violet and Min. Aunt Min, we used to call her. I forget what her real name was. She kind of bothered me at the time a little bit, because she was like really outgoing. So you go over there as like when you're 7 years old and you want Stevie, you're just like, ah. Then you come to appreciate she was the funnest one. Wore like the dark glasses even inside. Always drinking. And you could do that. It wasn't frowned upon. People were much happier. I commented on there was an hour-long vlog on like a bar owner in downtown Orlando from some local guy, and they were talking about how there's no people hanging out because there's too much big a police presence, and the young people are intimidating and fighting in the streets, and nobody's doing anything about it. And I'm like, yeah, because you go woke, you go broke, man, and that's the root of the problem. Nobody wants to say anything to the kids or and shit because of their race and it's all just woke policies. And there was only like 3 comments, so I've already got 2 likes on that. Yeah, this absurd idea that because of your ethnicity, you can no longer be criticized because of the past or something. It's just, ah, I've had it. I've had it. I got in trouble at work this week for that too, for having had it. All right, we go get some ice. Smoke a bowl. Play some music. So again, I'll be shutting off. I'll probably maybe come between sets, come back and shoot shit, and I'll probably on the loadout. The sets I'm gonna record, and you'll see that the phone works fine, the microphone. So it's not that you care, but otherwise I would stream it right here, which I did a couple times. So I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. So if you know anything about that, leave me a message that I can read later. Like you can hear me talk and you can hear everything, but if I had a guitar, you would not hear the guitar at all. Something happened where it canceled it out and it worked fine before. I don't know if they're like, whoa, we don't want to hear that, or if like I say shit. I don't like liberals. If they're dumbass. It's hot. It is unabashedly fucking hot. What time we got? 2:52. We'll make it by 3. That's a little be ahead of schedule. God, I went down to swim at the pool about 11:30. And there was a family there, and I don't go in if there's a bunch of kids. It's not it gets weird. The kids come over to you, you don't even know them, and then it gets weird. I want nothing to do with it. The guy thinks you're looking at his wife, and it's like, no, I'm not into fat, fucking ugly women. But anyway, that stay away from it. There's plenty of time when there's nobody in there or just a couple adults just chilling. Hoping that's why I wanted. That's all. Anyway, so then I go back. I'm like, let's just eat, get going. And I did. I didn't leave till 1:30 ish, which is just too late. That feels right, but I get here now it's 3. Whereas I could do if I got here and was able to start between 2 and 3, could probably get 3 sets in. You know what I mean? So the freaking Howley, that's where the set's gonna be. PHREAKIN apostrophe space, but no symbol or nothing. Capital HAOLE. I've had 37 followers for like 18 years. It's kind of like, it's been a long time. So if you just want to help out so we can stream from there, then we can all test the microphone issue together on there because technically think it should work okay on that channel. We'll find out. I mean, I gotta dig into the studio app or something just to maybe talk to their support and hopefully there's no issue. Nothing like they're like, yeah, because you fucking say we suck. But anyway, you say that's one of where did it start? Why did it start? Did you suck and then I started saying you sucked before you sucked and then your service sucked, or did you start your service sucked? Then I started saying you sucked. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're at. That's where YouTube and I are at. About yeah, I've been wearing this shirt all week. I mean, I come home from work, and I go to the pool, so I wear it from like 7 to 10 at night, and in my just sitting there. So, but I wanted to get it's just the Joshua trees are just such a cool. I camped in Joshua Tree Park. It was national park, awesome experience. It was right amongst those big rocks, the big roundish rocks and shit, and just there all night cranking to got in, just awesome. Then you come out the next day and it's just technology everywhere. There's like a huge field. And I went through there probably 10 years ago, if not 12. There was a huge field of windmills at that time in Palm Springs and shit. So, but you had to stop. There's an agricultural checkpoint when you get into Florida. I had like a bag of oranges, I think. Oh, but on the way in from where I'm coming, so I'm coming in on I-10 west towards LA. So I take that first entrance into Joshua Tree, and you go through this nice that you get a lot of out there, where you're going right up the middle on this arrow straight road, and it's just desert, and then there's some craggy hills on each side. But there was a cholla cactus garden, or yeah, I guess I don't think it was planted, but part of the park, but which is the jumping cactus, the ones what you see, and they like the teddy bear cholla, CHOLLA, my favorite. I got some seeds. I tried to plant a couple here in Florida, but they're the awesome. Look at them, and they're the type that if you just go by them, also then you got them all over you. That's why they call them the jumpings. Maybe it's the way, but anyway, it's cool. But this was like a really dense collection of them. So that was the first thing you come into if you come in that from the west or from the east, rather. And then you got 29 palms. Yeah, California is a great state, man. It's a shame they've got so many horrible people. They got a lot of them. People keep voting for these assholes like Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom. And it's just stupidity, man. Enough of this. You think you're a nice person, or you don't understand, or you're flat destroying yourself and everybody around you, and it ain't. We're not all right with it. So anyway, that's it. I'll be back here. It'll be an hour and a half, maybe, for 15, 20, 30 minutes. And then I'll be here at the end of the night on the stream. And then this will be up on Freaking Halley, at least 2 sets, hopefully. Barring a out of nowhere rainstorm. Which, if you go on the Freaking Halley last week, there was only 1 set. And it's like an hour and a half, but the last 15 minutes, this storm blows in on behind me. And if you want to see what a Florida storm is like, it looks like I'm in the middle of a tornado and the world's coming to an end. But that's like every afternoon. Check it out. It's when Let It Grow starts. I start playing Let It Grow. I came pretty close to finishing. But the win, yeah. But if you look at this stage here, let's turn it around. So I'm set up there pretty much all the time. But the storm came in from the east, and I had my stuff, and I moved it a little bit. And by the end, I was standing right here, like packing up, and I was still getting wet. It was just going sideways. It was probably a little couple steps up from your normal storm, but it was pretty crazy. So anyway, the Freaking Howley. I'll be back here later, but the Freaking Howley is where the music will be, but not till tomorrow this week. I'm just doing it. My phone's a hotspot when I upload that shit. So it takes all day. Sometimes it cancels on me and I have to start over. But I'll be back here around 6-ish, 6:30 at least, and maybe in between. This is one of those I can't say goodbye. All right. Bye.